Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from Rebuilt Recovery. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the most important step that you're going to need to take in order to remove pornography from your life forever, overcome this destructive habit and addiction that's holding you back from becoming the man that you're created to be, and ultimately how you can step into the life that you were designed to live. But before we do get into today's videos, guys, I remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Frank Rich, CEO, founder, and head coach at Rebuilt Recovery, and it is our mission to help men break free from the shackles of porn addiction through the power of faith and fitness. Now, we do that in a handful of different ways. First off, right here on the Rebuild Your Life YouTube channel, we are releasing new videos every single day, Monday through Friday at this point. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn those post notifications on so you are notified every single time a new video is released. And secondly, for you guys that are in the early stages of identifying some of the problems that pornography has had on your life and are curious about what life could look like for you once you've been able to remove this destructive habit from your life, make sure to download our free ebook, guys. It's the 7-step guide to living life without porn, where we walk you through the exact process we teach our students here at Rebuilt Recovery on how to identify some of the problems that porn has had and how it's negatively impacting your life, how to build a successful plan to remove porn from your life, and then how to follow through, execute, and build the willpower and discipline that you're going to need to follow through on your reboot, create the life that you were designed to live, and ultimately become the man that you know you were created to be. So let's get back to today's videos, guys. The most important step that you're going to need to do in order to remove pornography from your life. And I think I'm going to rub some of you guys the wrong way here. And if so, then that's great. That is my intention with you, because I think that where a lot of us struggle in our journey, where a lot of us struggle in truly stepping into the life that we were designed to, where a lot of us struggle with really being able to take a reflexive look on our life, to be able to pull ourselves out of the feelings and emotions that we're tied up into, is because we haven't developed the ability to take responsibility. We haven't developed the ability to take ownership for our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions. Okay, now this video was stemmed from a recent conversation that I had at the gym with somebody. So here we're just coming off of the Thanksgiving holiday. It's early December, it's early December 2020. So we just had the holiday weekend that was here with us, where we got to be around our families. We got to connect with our loved ones. We got to share time with our closest people. You know, obviously with the pandemic and everything going on right now, some of that was limited. But I was having a conversation with a friend of mine at the gym the other day, and he was telling me about one of the conversations that his family was having at the Thanksgiving table. So he's got a brother, and his brother hasn't lived the life that he has. This is a very successful businessman, has built multiple 7-figure businesses, has an incredible relationship, has an incredible life. His brother hasn't really been able to step into the life that he was created to live. So in the Thanksgiving mealtime, in the dinner, the conversation with his family, he's blaming his parents. He's blaming his parents for his drug addiction and his alcohol. He's blaming his parents for his inability to grow up and mature and become a man. He's blaming his parents for just all the chaos that has surrounded his life as he stepped into an adult. And as he's sharing this with me, I'm thinking, that excuse is great, but that excuse is only valid once. Once you're aware that your past, once you're aware that there's some trauma, once you're aware that there's some event that took place in your past that has pivoted or has shifted how you view the world, has shifted how you act, how you grow, how you mature through things. Once you've identified that happened, now it's on you to take responsibility to fix it. And this is where I think a lot of what we teach here at Rebuilt Recovery differs from some of your traditional therapy approaches to addiction recovery. Because in a therapy type setting, in a traditional type of setting, I talked about this on my 12-step video, we have to identify and acknowledge ourselves as somebody that has a problem every single day. What is the classic line in 12-step groups? I'm an addict. I surrender over full control to this addiction. I'm sick. I have a mental disease. That's not the case, because if you were born that way, you would have rolled out of your mom addicted to pornography. So it's not the way that you were born. It's a series of actions and decisions that you have made that have led you to where you are today, wrapped up in this addiction, wrapped up in the guilt, wrapped up in the emotions that you're struggling with right now. Now, I know that's going to be harsh, because it's like, hey, I messed up. I made poor decisions, okay? But here's the amazing part about it. If you're actually watching this video, and if you're able to process that thought to where you can take responsibility, that means that you have the ability to now take control of it and remove it from your life. So the most important step to you removing porn from your life has got to be taking full responsibility for where you are in your life right now. Now, once you've done that, once you've taken responsibility and said, it is my fault that I am here today, now I can build a plan to remove pornography from my life. But if I haven't identified that I'm the one responsible for where I'm at, if I haven't identified that I need to take ownership for exactly where I am today, then it doesn't matter what I do tomorrow. It doesn't matter what I do a week from now. It doesn't matter what I do 3 months from now. Because when the time comes, when there's a trigger, when the time comes when these emotions start to stir up again, when the time comes that there's another option as opposed to the plan that you're going to go on, if you haven't taken full responsibility of your life up until this point, when you're presented with another varying option as far as getting yourself off the plan, it's going to be very easy to fall back into that. Because remember, it's not your fault, right? So if you slip up, if you relapse, it's not your fault, right? Porn is everywhere. Porn is getting thrown at me 24 hours a day. Not my fault, right? That's not the case, guys. You got to take responsibility for every single thought, action, habit, and thing that you've done up until this point. So that's great. Amazing. Take responsibility. Now, how do you build a plan to get out of that? Well, first you got to look at all the areas that it's negatively impacted your life. So if I've acknowledged that I am the one responsible for where I'm at today, then let me get really clear on how bad it actually has. And then from there, I can build a plan. I can build a vision for my life to where porn no longer even enters into the equation. And that's exactly what we teach you here to, how to do, guys, at Rebuilt Recovery. So what is the most important step to removing porn from your life? Taking personal responsibility for where you're at in your life and taking ownership that you're going to be the one that's going to change it. Now, if you need some help, if you need some guidance, if you need a proven plan to remove pornography from your life, like I said, download the free ebook. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn. I'm going to link it down there in that first pinned comment below. Secondly, join our Facebook group. Get plugged in with the Rebuild Your Life community right there on Facebook, where we have a collection of men from all over the world that are aiming to remove this destructive habit from their life. And thirdly, if you're interested in taking it even a step deeper in discussing actually becoming part of our Rebuild Your Life or Reboot Your Life coaching program, once you download the free ebook, book a call with myself. We'll talk about what this plan will look like for you and how you can start 2021, how you can start the new year completely porn-free. So Frank Rich from Rebuilt Recovery, really hoping that you understand that you are the one responsible for your habit, that you are the one responsible for your addiction to pornography, and that's okay. Once you've acknowledged that, you can then take ownership and build a plan to remove porn from your life for good. Frank Rich from Rebuilt Recovery. I'll see you guys on the other side.